Guys, what's up? Welcome. Yes, the first week of the 30-day challenge. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm getting pumped up. If you feel like meditating more, incorporating more reading into your life, if you want to feel inspired to work out more, this is the place to be. I love it. I've been doing it pretty consistently now for a couple of years, and I'm joining all three of those things together because they're incredible pillars of your life. So if you feel like doing those things more, you're in the perfect spot. Let's start with meditating. This week, if you want to get on board the first 7 days, I suggest you download an app called Headspace. They're not paying me. I just love the app. It's really straightforward and simple. And the foundation course, which is free, it starts off talking about breathing, focusing on the lungs. It slows everything down and you become aware of your body and your posture and stuff. And it's really basic meditation. It's incredible for beginners. A really great place to start. A lot of people hate his funny English accent, so there's other options that I'll list below in the description. There's 3-minute, 5-minute, 10, 15, 20-minute options, so you can pick whichever one you want. And I really strongly suggest you do it first thing in the morning before you take your phone off airplane mode. It is so crucial. That allows your mind to be nice and clear. Now, people get worried about meditating. It's like, it's not for me, it's not for me. Please. Try it. It's incredible. After a certain period of time, it'll start to click and it'll feel amazing. Eventually, you're just going to be floating there. The second thing, reading. God, I love reading. I didn't read for a lot of my life, and now I just love smashing through books. So if you've got any book suggestions, please comment them below. The one that I'm working on right now is called Your Best Year Ever, and it's by a guy called Michael Hyatt. And it is about setting your goals in a way which allows you to actually accomplish them. A lot of people get their New Year's resolutions and they just go 110%, and then 2 months later, at least 50% of the people that started a New Year's resolution have either forgotten about it or given up. So this book is about really finding your why, figuring out your important goals, what aspects of your life you actually really want to work on, which allows the longevity for you to actually persist and reach those goals, setting obtainable goals so you know when you get there so you can celebrate at the end. That's the book I'm on. Number 3, working out. This is my favorite part. I love working out. I'm not the guy that goes to the gym for an hour and a half. I like to get in and I like to get out. So it's a great place for people just to start. We're going to ease into it. The first day, tomorrow, little heads up, is just a walk or a jog or a little run, just to get the bodies warmed up, okay? We're not gonna go flying into it. So just relax. Working out's fun. The second you finish your workout for the next 24 hours, I promise you, you're gonna feel better. It makes your endorphins start to pump, and it makes all the really good hormones start to flow, and that makes you happier. So the workout's essential. Please, even if it's just one push-up, let's push through it. In the rest of this YouTube video, it breaks the days down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Feel free to follow along exactly. Feel free to modify it however you want. Do something completely different. If you do different stuff, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I want to follow along on your journey, and I'd love for you to follow along on my journey. All right, so just a heads up for later in the week, you're gonna need some sort of weight, whether it's a kettlebell or dumbbells or a bag of sand, a huge tub of Nutella, whatever it is. This kettlebell here is about 40 pounds. I've got one that's 80 pounds as well. So maybe go to the shops and find one that feels like a good weight for you. Second thing you're gonna need is resistance bands. Third is a yoga mat. A towel on the floor works as well, whatever makes you happy. I'll make sure that the first few days don't involve any equipment, so you've got time to pick those things up. These sliding discs, guys, they're great. We're gonna use them a lot for things like push-ups, just to modify it a little bit. Exercises like this helps engage the obliques. Beautiful, guys. Day 1, let's run, jog, walk, crawl, whatever you can do. Just get those laces tied and let's get out of the house. What I'm choosing to do is start off with a light 7-minute jog, just soaking that fresh air in. And then I'm gonna do 10 minutes of fast and slow. 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow. Just on and off for the next 10 minutes, and that's 17 minutes done, and I'm just gonna walk for the last 4 and really soak in the good outdoors, guys. Really big, deep breaths, slow that heart rate back down, and just enjoy being outside and be proud of yourself for doing that first day and getting the body moving. All right, guys, day 2, time to do a little work on the core. We've got 3 exercises, 1 minute each exercise, non-stop for 25 minutes, literally just rotating around a nice and easy circuit. Okay, exercise 1, it's 30-second plank. Make sure your body is nice and even. Your bum's not too high and it's definitely not dipping towards the floor. Make sure your shoulders are back and down, neck's nice and long. Don't forget to breathe and keep that entire core engaged. We're aiming to plank for 30 seconds, which will give you about 30 seconds to get yourself set up for the next exercise. All right, exercise number 2, we've got crunches. Make sure that core's engaged, your knees are at 90 degrees, your neck's nice and long, and you bring yourself up, engaging those lower abs, bringing that upper torso towards the knees. I'm aiming for 20, do as many as feels good for you. All right, third exercise for day number 2, we've got wall sits. 30 seconds, find yourself a nice sturdy wall to lean against. Make sure your knees are directly above your ankles. Your back's flat against the wall. You shouldn't be able to slide a hand between your back and the wall. Your shoulders are back and down and your neck's nice and long. When you're doing the wall sits, guys, there should be a 90-degree bend in your knee and see if you can keep those quads parallel to the floor. Also, your weight is in your heels, guys. You should be able to lift your toes up a little bit if you wanted to. Guys, if this is your first time doing a workout in a long time, then make sure you take it easy. Don't just rush into things. If something starts to hurt, pull back, okay? All right, so there are 3 exercises for today. We've got the 30 seconds of plank, we've got the 20 crunches, and the 30-second wall sit. I've structured this out so you've got about 1 minute to do each one, which will give you a bit of a break to get yourself set up for the next exercise. And if you rotate through that circuit 7 times, that's 21 minutes of working out for today, and you're done. All right, guys, who's ready to work out? It's day 3. We've got 3 exercises. Each one we've allocated a minute. So you've got a little break at the end to get yourself set up for the next exercise. And we're gonna rotate through this circuit 7 times. Another 21-minute workout and you're done for the day. Up first, we got the side plank. 20 seconds on each side. All right, exercise number 2, we've got 10 lunges on each leg. Things you wanna focus on here is making sure your knee is directly above your ankle. Now the hip that's further back, see if you can draw that forward a little bit so it's nice and square with the other one. Channeling that inner yogi. Again, knee directly above the ankle. Driving up through the quad, those glutes, that core. Pushing through that quad, through the core, through those glutes, and pushing back up. Neck's nice and long. Shoulders are back and down. Nice and controlled. So because my weight is in my heels, I can even lift my toes in the air. One of the biggest things with lunges, guys, is make sure you don't collapse that leg over those front toes, all right? Always draw that knee back, make sure the weight is in the heel and not in the toes. 10 on each side. All right, exercise number 3. I call it jumping the rope, but you can jump over whatever you want. You don't even need to jump over anything. It's just staying light on the toes, getting that body moving, get the blood pumping, and it's literally 30 seconds. Bounce, 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 bounce. Springing through those toes, working those calves. You can make the springs even higher and jump higher. You can jump back and forth. Do whatever you want. Just keep the body moving. And that is day 3 done, guys. 3 easy exercises, all working different muscles. You're pumped up, you're on, and give yourself a pat on the back. All right, guys, day 4. Today we're going to be doing some yoga, but let's first warm up by stretching those joints. You can grab those fingers on one hand and gently pull them back for about 10 seconds. Flip the hand around and slowly pull it gently the other way. Hold that fist and arm out straight and then slowly pull that wrist over to the left-hand side. Hold it there for about 7 seconds and then gently across and pull it over to the right-hand side. Just getting that wrist warmed up. When you're stretching that neck out, make sure your shoulders are back and down, neck's nice and long, very gently and slowly looking over towards that left shoulder. And then really slowly coming back and looking over that right shoulder. Let that head gently fall back. And then let the neck and head gently fall forward. God, that feels good. All right, first position is child's pose. I like to put my knees nice and wide, my toes are touching. You drop that bum all the way back and then crawl those hands forward. Take a big deep breath, crawl them forward a little further and sit that bum a little further down. Stretching through the shoulders, neck's nice and long. Don't forget to breathe. Then we're gonna come up onto all fours, slowly lower ourselves down and work our way through our first vinyasa flow. First into a low cobra, guys, or a sphinx. Stretching at that lower back, neck's nice and long. This pose here, guys, is what I like to do before I go up into a full upward dog. It's just warming that body up. So we're gonna stick that right leg up into the air, do a 3-legged downward dog, then you're gonna bring that right foot slowly, drop it between your hands, and spring up into Warrior One, guys. It's like a lunge, so the same rules apply with that. And then you open those arms up into Warrior Two. There's a 45-degree angle on that back foot, looking straight over that right hand. Flip that front palm, keeping the lower body in the same position, and slowly rotating it back, opening up through that right side body. Don't forget to breathe, neck still nice and long. You can look up towards those right fingertips, and then rotating that upper body forward and bringing that left hand all the way forward down onto the ground, and then putting that right hand straight up into the air. If you can, guys, drive through that heel, bring that body back upright, and then see if you can do this twisted variation of Warrior Two, where you're looking back towards that right hand. And if you really want to mix it up, put that right hand onto the inside of the left hamstring and reverse that warrior. If those ones don't feel comfortable or they're a little bit too challenging, then just skip it and just keep working through that vinyasa. Next exercise, we bring our hands down to the ground, put them on either side of that right foot, bring that left leg up into the air, and lift those hands straight up in front of you into Warrior Three. Nice and controlled, guys. All right, we're going into tree pose, so bring your body upright, grab a hold of that left foot and place it against either the calf or the inside of the upper part of that right leg. Whatever you do, do not put that foot into that knee. Don't forget to breathe, shoulders are back and down. You can put the hands to prayer, you can put the hands above you, behind you, whatever feels good. From here, guys, we're going into a dancer's pose. Grab a hold of the inside of that left foot, really plant that right foot into the ground. Put that right hand out in front of you, and as you push that left foot back into that left hand, extend that right hand forward and really open up into that dancer's pose. Again, for your balance, pick an object in front of you, something nice and still and sturdy, and just focus on that, and that'll really help your balance come together. And it's okay if your body moves or shakes a bit or you fall out of the pose. From here, guys, we're folding forward. You can grab a hold of those elbows, you can let the hands dangle, shake that head yes, shake that head no, nice and gently, as we make our way back down into child's pose. Wide knees, toes are touching, and that is the first of our vinyasa flows. We're gonna repeat that on the other side, and we're gonna keep working through that vinyasa flow for the rest of this workout period. You've got this, guys. Feel free to watch it again. Make any adjustments that you want, modify it however you want. Yoga feels so good on the body. It stretches everything, it opens everything up, and it's crucial for as we grow old. So, other side of the body. We're starting off with a wide knee child's pose. Up into that push-up position, slowly lowering ourselves down into upward dog, tucking those toes in, into upward dog, bringing that left foot between the hands, 45-degree twist on that back foot into Warrior One. Opening it up into Warrior Two, looking out in front of those left fingers, flipping that palm, reverse warrior, opening up through that left side body, and then swinging it back around, put that left forearm onto that left quad, putting that left forearm onto that left quad, right hand straight up into the air, gazing up towards those fingers, and then rotate it all the way down and put that hand on the inside of that left foot and throw that left hand up into the air gently, looking up towards the fingers, and then opening up into that twisted variation of Warrior Two again. You can reverse this, guys, or you can make your way straight into Warrior Three, which was where you're balancing on that left leg, the right leg goes straight out behind you, and your arms go up in front of you, just like Superman. From that Superman pose, guys, we're going into the tree pose again, putting that right foot up against the calf or the inside of the upper part of that leg. Again, do not put it into that knee. You can bring your hands to prayer up above you, shoulders are back and down, and keep breathing. Into a dancer's pose, grab the inside of that right foot, and as you kick back, you gently lean forward and extend that left hand up in front of you. And then we're doing a forward fold, guys, bending at the hips. Grab a hold of those elbows if you want, Shake that body slowly from side to side. Nod that head yes, shake that head no. And then we're popping back into a child's pose and working through our vinyasa flow. Enjoy your sesh today, guys. Yoga is an incredible thing to put into your workout routine. It is going to make you feel better, I promise, in the long run, especially as we grow old. All right, who's ready for day 5 working out? Today, nice and simple, we're just gonna go on a hike. See if you can find a nice place, whether it's walking around your local lake, along the beach, into the canyons. Let's just get in touch with nature and really enjoy ourselves today, guys. You've done really well, smashing it out for the first 4 days. So day 5 is just a nice, simple hike. All right, day 6, we've got 3 exercises. Each one we've allocated a minute to, which give you a bit of breathing time to recover and get yourself set up for the next exercise. We're gonna rotate through the circuit 7 times, and that's another 21-minute workout. Boom, done for the day. First exercise is 15 squats. And just like the lunges, guys, that knee stays above the ankles. You really stick that booty out and drop it back and down. Neck's nice and long, back's nice and straight and flat. All right, exercise number 2, we've got 15 bicep curls. Grab whatever weight you've got, keep that core engaged, neck's nice and long, shoulders are back and down, and really controlled, slowly bringing that weight up, gently lowering it back down. Elbows are tucked in, don't forget to breathe. Shoulders are back and down, neck's nice and long, there's a slight bend in my knees, lower abs are engaged, pelvis is tucked in a little bit. All right, the third exercise for today, again, another major muscle, is the tricep extensions. Be very careful whenever you're lifting a weight above your head, so you can modify this however you want. You can lie on your back and do tricep extensions that way. What I like to do is grab a hold of my kettlebell, swing it up, keep that core engaged, keep those elbows tucked in, slowly lowering that weight down, and then driving up through the triceps, extending that weight back into the air. This is the tricep extensions. We've got 15 of them. Should give you a nice break at the end to get yourself set up to go back into those squats. And again, guys, it's that 3 exercise circuit, rotating around it 7 times, quick 21-minute workout today. Let's smash it out. So that is your 15 squats, your 15 bicep curls, your 15 tricep extensions. Huge sesh today, guys. You absolutely crushed it. We're on to day 7. All right, day 7. First week of the MRW, nearly done, guys. Really good work. Today we're gonna work with those resistance bands, so I hope they arrived from Amazon. All right, guys, first exercise. It's called a single banded leg glute bridge. Basically, you just bring that resistance band, place it just above the knees, lower yourself down, lift yourself up into a bridge by bringing those hips straight so it's a nice and even bridge between your chest and your knees. So you lift one foot straight out in front of you and then extend it out to the side and then back in and lower it down. Up, out to the side, in, lower it down. Up, out to the side, in, lower it down. What you're gonna need for the second and third exercises is a nice sturdy pole to tie the resistance band to. So make sure you've got something that you can tie that band to before you get started. The second exercise is called a Pallof press dead bug. And we're gonna do 7 on each side. So wrap that resistance band around a pole, lie flat on your back, lift your legs up into the air, and as you extend one leg, you bring those hands down towards the chest, and then as you bring the leg back up, extend the hands up into the air. Working each leg, left and then right, and then spin the body around and do it on the other side. All right, beautiful. Our third exercise for today is a plank with a banded row. So make sure that band is wrapped around that pole, get into that push-up position, grab a hold of the band and roll it back. Keeping that neck nice and long, cores engaged, don't forget to breathe. I like to spread my legs just for a bit of extra balance. Guys, for modifications, you can do this on your forearms, and of course, you can drop those knees to the floor. All right, so there are 3 exercises, guys. Keep rotating through them for 21 minutes or as long as you can. Really good work today. That's day 7, done and dusted. I hope you feel incredible. Get yourself ready because tonight we're gonna be launching another video, setting ourselves up for week number 2. So feel free to loop into the Facebook group at MRW Challenge. You can follow me on Instagram, Tom Bull, and stay tuned right here. Hit the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's crush this challenge.